Okay, so the Surge 2, I think this game had a lot of potential. I think I kind of squandered it. And I'm trying to think this, I'm such a pretty big Dark Souls type game fan, even though I'm not played through all of the Dark Souls yet, but I played a lot of spin offs like Code Vein and Nioh. And I'm actually playing through Nioh 2. And this was kind of the first one that's like kind of set me back a little bit. Um, Jim Sterling was really happy with this game, and so was Chill Up, and they recommended it high. So I've been looking at it, and when it popped up on Game Pass, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give this game a run. And so I played through it, and I beat it. I died like 40 times or something like that. But I think that there's some severe problems with this game, as far as it's trying to follow the Dark Souls formula, but it gets like so caught up into one particular thing that it fucking just kind of falls apart. Where the Dark Souls games, it's more than just these systems. It's more than just the bonfire. It's more than just like the exploration elements and stuff. There's like a massive presentation level to it that goes along with it too. There's also the kind of like what exactly am I doing? The secret of the story, how it's like just kind of told in bits and pieces, and you kind of put it all together. All of this shit goes around to make a good Dark Souls game. And when you're making a clone, when you spend so much time on the actual interactivity of the level and how it's interconnected and interwoven, now it's kind of almost like a damn Metroid type Vania type, to a point anyway, where you can kind of go back to find things, and there's secrets uncovered, shortcuts, and all that stuff. The problem is this game goes so deep and so like stupid into this shit. Like the levels become just this convoluted disaster, man. And it feels like you're kind of just running through. Everything's different. Everything has its own texture, but it's so claustrophobic and like tight, and there's like rubble and shit. It just feels like you're playing like the same damn area the whole damn time. The area I'm showing here is it's kind of like a park or whatever. It's the most interesting area because it's wide open, and you can even then it's just a clusterfuck of where am I going, what's going on, and you're lost. And I've spent the whole review pretty much bitching about this, but it really, really affected my gameplay. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in the end? Now, as far as the combat, it's a little faster than Dark Souls. There's lots of combos and stuff you can do. I personally like to run with the fat, kind of heavy guy with a sticky pick. A stick or whatever. That's like my damn MO for these type of games. And I found my stick, found my fat armor, and so we was having a lot of fun. Just doing the combat. There's a lot of finishing type moves that you do on the enemies, and the finishing type moves have like these bullet times or slow down and stuff. It's freaking real fun. It does not get old looking at them. Even if you've seen the same animation a lot, it's really damn fun to do, lopping off people's arms. Now, they each, like, most of the enemies are humanoid type, so they have arms and legs and like torsos and heads, and you can individually target these sections, and so and they'll each have their own armor. So like there might be a human who has his face uncovered. He's easy to hit in the face, but he'll have like a big armor on. There might be there's a tactical reason to hit him in his armor, because if you do a finishing move on him in his armor, you'll either get the armor or the blueprint for the armor, and you'll get the materials to make armors. So if you need, like, say, boots or whatever, you just start lopping off people's feet, and it's pretty damn basic, and it's fun as shit. And it's like, this is how you build your character up. It's kind of walking around. It's more than just building up your soul levels or whatever it is, whatever the hell they're calling it in this game. You go and you specifically target certain body parts, and there's like a cool little system where you have like these little passive mods that you can plug in, and as you gain levels, your like maximum slot for these pieces go up, so your maximum power level. So if you're level 60, you have 60 energy slots or whatever, and you'll need some for your armor, but you can put them in the rest of these passive slots. You can build a character that's basically designed to to lop off people's arms and shit like that, and just to build up. Or you could build him, you can factor in, change the pieces out for a boss or something like that. It gives you a lot of diversity that you don't particularly got in actual Dark Souls, where you need to go into a build. It's like, oh well, I'm going to be a heavy guy, so I've got to put all my points and stamina and shit like that. You can get, there's a little bit of moving around here, and you could also respec at any time. There's only 3 goody things. There's one is kind of like your battery maintenance, which and then like what the hell was the other? Was it life and it's something else? I think it's stamina. And so, but you can respec these at will. And the battery maintenance is pretty cool because as you're attacking, you'll build up energy. And so this energy is what funnels your estus flask and stuff like that. So so it rewards you to attack the enemy. Sometimes you want to just go offensive as hell to try to get your energy up, so you can convert it into medikits and stuff like that. That part's fun. The combat's great. The problem with this is that under this system, what happens is you fight tons and tons of humanoid enemies. There are other enemies beside that, but there's not very many. You could probably tell them on your hand like 5 or 6. The thing that gets to me, and you're playing a game for 20 something hours and you're fighting like nothing but humans, it gets old. And so when you're just wanting to fight anything new, and then you finally get to fight the bosses, and there's like 5 or 6 major big bosses, dude, they're not fun. They're not fun because you feel like you're fighting the camera angle. The camera is like dynamic, it changes to try to give you a cinematic view, but you feel like you're fighting the camera angle. You feel like your character has trouble targeting. It's like, here's a giant fucking leg monster or whatever. You think like you're swinging at his legs, it's like, and you're just whiffing shit, and it pisses you off so much. Some of it's like the actual, you're using a precision strike or whatever it is, and you might need to use a swinging attack, but they're not fun, and they're like huge endurance fest, of course. It's not like, say, in Dark Souls or even Nioh, to a point where you might just be fucking zoned in to go ape shit on the monster and just beat it real fast. No, these are all super drawn out fights, and they didn't catch me, man. They were difficult, but I didn't think that they were difficult in like the right way. That's just difficult to describe necessarily, but I didn't enjoy fighting the bosses. It felt like, tried to avoid their cheesy bullshit. But I've been hating on this game the whole review, but it's still pretty good. Had it had better level design and had you had more enemy variety, this would be a 2-star game. As it is, a Paul game. What the fuck are we doing? It's Brian's giving his brown stars. But as it is, we can't. Big Kitty loves Transformers. She loves big robot shit. She's a big times Dark Souls fan, so Kitty's gonna get the paw up. But Brian was pissed off about the fucking levels. The levels were like claustrophobic as fuck, and then when you finally learn the levels, or you finally get the goodies that they keep chaunting your ass with Metroidvania shit that you don't got, like the zip lines and stuff. When they finally give you those zip lines, you're like, oh, I'm gonna be able to transfer to this level easy. And then like the whole level explodes due to a story element. That like the level explodes and there's rumble everywhere and other paths change, and it's the fucking claustrophobic nightmare, man. And that's they overdid it. They overdid that whole kind of interconnectivity shit that Dark Souls is known for, and it did not work. And I know that level designer was having fun, man. He was having too much fun making all these routes and shit, but it was obnoxious at the end of the day.